Hello traders and welcome. Let's look at the Dow first. You can see from this 60-minute chart that we have had a decent consolidation period. So this is where we broke out from. Last week was quite choppy, just singing around, and we dropped to the 2 EMA, closed above it, and when non-farm payroll came out, we jumped back down to this breakout area here, and then ran up. So all we've been doing up to now is consolidating. 50 EMA is a typical consolidation area. They'll undershoot it, and here we are, just still range bound, but potentially climbing out. So if we can hold up here, then this bodes well. What would I do tomorrow? I would see if we get any pullbacks to this weekly pivot. Sometimes I consolidate this is where the daily 80 EMA is. Just bear that in mind. If we get any kind of little surge down there, see if it holds. See if you get a 15-minute holding pattern and potentially hammer, and then take that. Otherwise, stand aside. If you look at the daily, let's look at the daily on the left here. You can see that we are just closing narrowly higher. I'll switch that round so we've got the weekly pivots on the right with the daily and the 60 minutes on the left. Okay, so you can see with this daily pivot and this S1, we've just traded in that range slightly more. On the pound yen, so we hit this resistance, came off. I was looking for this to hold at 171.80 area. It didn't, it fell through it. I got sucked in to a long here after this potential stopping bar and this close above it, but we couldn't get through S1 and we rolled over. So as we get into tomorrow, I will stand aside. I mean, if we get any pushback to 181 and we sell now, I will do that. We've got UK jobs tomorrow, and the pound US is the same. What I would say is with this pound US is this: the level that we've come down to is quite a nice support level. To break that, we are coming lower. We're potentially going to hit this area or even start to wind our way down to 200. If we come down to this pivot here, this weekly pivot hold, we could get back up here. So it's not a clear pattern at the moment. All the time we've got the topping tails and the red bars there, then we need to think on the short side. Euro, just drifting lower. I think we'll come and retest the ECB decision low down here at 135. If we then hold, so we're on a weekly pivot here already. If we hold this and come back to 137, major area of resistance up there, 137, then 137 would be a potentially good area to short. In the meantime, this is weaker, and with 2 days of heavy selling, we could see any pullback shorted and then break that 135. I've not traded that, which is a shame because it has been a good move, and the euro yen has come right back down to very neatly to that 200 EMA. So I'm just going to see how the data, which way the data pushes the pound tomorrow, and then because you've got UK jobs at 9:30 UK time. Well, the US is grinding higher, and you can see why, because the gold, we'll look at the gold in a minute. This is a lot of resistance up here, but I think we're heading for 95. So if you get a pullback to 93.50 and that holds, that could well be worth taking a trade on that one. Aussie US. I took a trade in the pound Aussie dollar, thinking this area here was going to hold, and mistake. I got involved in a market between the 50 and the 200 daily EMAs, and I got a small minor stop out. I certainly wasn't going to load the boat up on the trade like that. I just took a small lot just to see if it worked, and it didn't, so I'm out. Counter trend trade. There was massive support there. That's why I took it in a 4-hour time frame only, with a stop under a 4-hour bar. So, but ever since we've come off 181, we are lower. Oil, OPEC are meeting tomorrow, so be very careful with this one. OPEC and Invent, so I'm just steering well clear, staying out of it, and see where we land up. When we had a sell-off today, we came into 104, came down to the 50 EMA on the hourly, and then reversed 50 points. Gold, I went long gold Friday at 12.48, currently 12.60. A lot of resistance up there, but I still think that's got higher to go. I think we're going to go to at least 12.80. If you want to get involved in that market, then 12.55 with a stop under 12.48. Only trade if you are playing with money you can afford to lose, or trading with money you can afford to lose. Okay, so basically the Japanese market led a drop which tightened up the yen. Any fear in a market like the Nikkei with the mother currency is going to be affected. So we saw a tightening of the yen on the back of that drop in the Nikkei. Right, so stay tuned, and if you want to join me in the room, then come and join me. Important webinar tomorrow. I'll send you a link at the end of this video. I do hope you come along, because I've put a lot of effort into this presentation, 45-minute presentation on a couple of the main big pivots that make a massive difference to my trading. So I hope you join me, and look forward to seeing you.